English daily practice. 75 everyday phrases in past simple. Listen and repeat after me. Ready? Let's start.
I woke up early and made myself a strong coffee. He missed the train and had to wait another hour. We watched a funny movie and laughed the entire time. He forgot his wallet and couldn't pay for the meal. I called my mum and told her about my new job. They cleaned the kitchen and washed all the dirty dishes. We played football yesterday and got completely covered in mud.
I met my best friend downtown and we had lunch.
She cooked dinner for everyone and baked a chocolate cake. We visited the museum and learned many interesting historical facts. He bought a new phone and showed it to his friends. I studied English last night and practiced pronunciation for hours. They traveled to Italy and took hundreds of beautiful pictures. We talked all night and forgot about the time completely. I listened to music and relaxed after a long working day. She finished her homework early and watched her favorite TV show. We walked along the river and enjoyed the peaceful atmosphere. He fixed his bike and rode it around the neighborhood. I lost my keys and searched the whole house to find them. They danced together and looked really happy the whole evening. I helped my neighbor carry some heavy boxes up the stairs. We stayed at home and cooked something simple but delicious together. He read that book last week and recommended it to everyone. I washed my clothes and hung them outside to dry. They went shopping downtown and found some amazing vintage clothes. We drove to the countryside and spent the day in nature. She called her friend and invited her to a birthday party. I worked all day and finally finished my big project tonight. We ordered pizza and watched a movie on the big screen. He visited his grandparents and helped them clean their old house. I took a long walk and cleared my mind completely. They arrived late and missed the beginning of the concert. We baked cookies together and shared them with our neighbors. She found her old diary and laughed at her teenage stories.
If you like this lesson, tap like, hit subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comments.
I learned a new word yesterday and used it in a sentence. We went to the park and played frisbee with the kids. He made a funny joke and everyone burst out laughing. I joined a gym and started exercising regularly every single morning. They painted their room blue and loved the new atmosphere instantly. We ate breakfast together and talked about our weekend plans. I bought a gift for my sister and wrapped it nicely. She visited Paris last summer and fell in love with it. We listened to the rain and drank hot chocolate by the window. He missed the meeting and apologized to everyone for being late. I cleaned my desk and organized all my papers and books. They invited us for dinner and served the most delicious food. We watched the stars and talked about our dreams and goals. She cooked pasta last night, and everyone asked for the recipe. I met my old teacher and thanked her for everything she did. We traveled by train and admired the beautiful scenery outside. He broke his phone yesterday and had to buy a new one. I helped my sister prepare for her big presentation at school. They laughed so hard that everyone in the room started smiling. We visited the zoo and saw so many amazing wild animals. She studied all night and still felt tired in the morning. I wrote a message, but forgot to press the send button. We stayed up late and talked about our childhood memories. He watched the football game and shouted when his team scored. I called the restaurant and booked a table for 2 people. They went hiking yesterday and reached the top of the mountain. We had lunch together and discussed some interesting new ideas. She listened carefully and understood exactly what I was saying. I visited my uncle yesterday and helped him fix his car. They sang a beautiful song and everyone clapped with excitement. We enjoyed the sunshine and took many pictures by the lake. He read the newspaper and told me about the latest news. I watched the sunset and felt completely peaceful and grateful inside. They cleaned the house and decorated it for the holiday celebration. We went for coffee and talked about our upcoming vacation plans. She smiled at me and said she really liked my idea. I forgot my umbrella and got completely wet in the rain. We watched a documentary and learned something truly fascinating together. She missed her flight and had to buy another ticket. I cleaned the living room and vacuumed the entire apartment carefully. They met new friends and spent the evening talking and laughing.
If you like this lesson, tap like, hit subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comments.